Here I come back year after year to the Finnish archipelago. We have over 200,000 islands in this small country of ours, but I feel like there's something unique in the sea islands in southwest Finland. Here life slows its pace. Almost every trip you can take includes a ferry ride or two, and if the ferries don't run, neither do you. I think that's how the locals have created this calm atmosphere in here. At least until me and the horseflies came to ruin it. Here people have lived in the mercy of nature for thousands of years, where the winters are harsh with cold wind blowing from the open sea. But in the summer, the weather turns upside down. We took a small road to a tiny village in the neighbor island. There by the end of the road sat a gentleman under an old tree. He was selling organic strawberries and self-made jam. He had a special kind of strawberries that he said taste like the wild ones. He said they came with his aunt's property and no one really knew what they're called. Intrigued by these mysterious strawberries, I bought a box full and also a jar of jam he made that morning. That jam is now officially the best one I have ever tasted. I have a little bit left in my fridge and I guard it with my life. I have always romanticized the old times. In here I feel like I get closer to that energy. Not many disturbing noises and not that much distractions. It gives a moment for your thoughts to set into a more present state. And it gives you time to sync with the earth. I'm always spellbound by the golden evening sun. It feels like a long warm hug that I don't want to end. And just when the sun settled for a short dip behind the horizon, the night swept upon us. And it had a bushy-tailed surprise. These little guys were playing next to our cabin for a long while. And they seemed to be surprisingly comfortable in our company. I mean, surprisingly. As serene as the archipelago may seem, it has many faces. Tucked tightly between the cozy islands sits a place with a beautiful name, Saily, but with a distressing history. For hundreds of years, this island was a home for the misfortunate ones. The nature here is devastatingly beautiful. But on these grounds, where animals now roam free, people were once kept against their will. Back in the day, leprosy was considered to be a punishment from up above to the ones unclean. And those people were brought here. They were only allowed to medicate themselves with alcohol and not much else. As the disease slowly took over their bodies, after they lost their ability to blink and lost their eyesight, one by one, they slowly faded away. Here they are buried in unmarked graves, yet to be found. Later, Seili Island became home for women considered mentally ill. Back then, women were diagnosed insane for many different reasons. Amongst the patients were women who had been assaulted and because of that acting, quote, sexually aggressive. There was also women who were unmarried, poor, and homeless, and had to be cleaned away from the streets. People came here with only a few items and the boards for their casket. On Saily Island grows a flower that can't be found anywhere else. I like to think it's the Mother Earth sign that all the bodies buried underground, they were not left unseen. Every summer she grows one flower for every one of them. They took me here to heal. They said I heard things that weren't real. But here, unknown is revealed. I came with a pile of wood, and in them I live for good. Among others misunderstood. I tell my story here, where my seaside home is dear. Can you sense me near? In the dead of winter night, some ran across the ice. Here, freedom comes with a price. The ice was thin as air, and they fell to their despair. This island, it takes what's hers. Here, grief is a silencer. You can leave, but you will return. In these same waters, I still bathe with you. Now come, join us.